All right, so we're in here. I'm the Shock Exchange, of course, and this is Trump and GE. We're asking people to subscribe to the channel, like and share the video so we can spread the message and grow the channel. But today we're going to talk about presidential candidate Cornel West shows solidarity with NYU protesters. So, protests on college campus is ramping up. Columbia University students have been protesting for days now, and it escalated over the weekend when the college president called in the NYPD, who arrested 100 students because they were making other students feel unsafe. They've been protesting against the war in Gaza. They've been asking for a ceasefire in Gaza, and they've been calling for Columbia University to divest from Israel, to divest from Harlem, and to divest from defense contractors and those industries that provide military weapons that allegedly are being used to wage war in Gaza. And again, it escalated because apparently the protest went from peaceful protests to protests that made certain students feel unsafe, and 100 students were arrested. Things seem to have settled down since then. And one of the students who was arrested was Congresswoman Ilhan Omar from Minnesota. Her daughter was arrested for creating, I wouldn't say violence, but creating an unsafe atmosphere or spreading a terrorist message on Columbia's campus. So presidential candidate Cornel West has weighed in on the matter. The protests have now metastasized from Columbia to NYU to Harvard to Yale. And last night there were some skirmishes between students and police in the streets in downtown New York and the Soho area, where in the Greenwich Village area where NYU is located. And presidential candidate Cornel West, who was at Columbia over the weekend, speaking along with Susan Sarandon, is now showing solidarity with the NYU protesters. So I'm going to share his message.
I want to say a sincere word of deep solidarity with my brothers and sisters at NYU who are expressing their profound love, care, and concern for our precious Palestinian brothers and sisters in Gaza. For me, this is moral and spiritual as much as political and organizational. Just know that as we stick together and stay together, we can change the world.
Okay, so I understand that Columbia, the situation's gotten so out of control in Columbia's campus that the president is now calling for remote classes for the rest of the semester. Now, how that affects student learning, I'm not sure. I think somebody's saying online that some of the students are asking for their money back, asking for their tuition back, but we'll see how that goes. But they're calling for remote classes for the rest of the semester. Whether NYU will follow suit, who knows? But I don't think we've hit the last of this issue. Presidential candidate Cornel West has been a vocal supporter of Palestine over the years. His comments on Palestine and potential incursions, alleged incursions by Israel into further into that region, and then was called for him to be fired as a professor, not fired, but didn't allow him to get tenure at Harvard University. And after he didn't receive tenure, he stepped down. He resigned. And now he teaches at the Union Theological Seminary, which is part of Columbia University. So he's taken up the mantle on the plight of the Palestinians over the years. And now students are protesting about having a ceasefire in Gaza and the goings on in the region. Whether that will lead to this becoming a national debate, who knows? But presidential candidate Trump has weighed in, Congressman Byron Donalds has weighed in on this. Other politicians have weighed in nationally, and local city councilmen and city council women have weighed in from New York, and the mayor has weighed in. The mayor of New York City, Eric Adams, has weighed in. Whether Cornel West, presidential candidate Cornel West's stance would garner votes for him come election time, or even allow him to be on the debate stage, whether he can garner enough support or enough votes to be on the debate stage with Biden and Trump during the election remains to be seen. So I imagine that's where Cornel West is going with this. He's trying to garner votes and garner support for his presidential candidacy. But we'll see where it goes. So thanks for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you.